In the newest episode of tobeherox, we got to see more of X. It's always great to see X since he's so mysterious, and he's never really on screen. But this isn't the X we're used to seeing, with his white suit and white slicked back hair in all the trailers. This is regular civilian X, the man who works a 9-to-5 job, the person behind his secret identity. But X didn't act like we thought he would. Instead, he's different. In this video, I will be talking about a short theory about X's resolve and how one incident may change the tobeherox world completely. X in the newest episode doesn't have the same vibe to him as we've seen in the previous trailers and episodes. Smile enters his house and he's in pajamas and has a lazy, carefree tone to him. I'm giving him some slack because it's late and Smile did barge into his home, but still, during the conversation when Smile says the commission is done having him hold the title of X, Smile says this because the commission has made an execution order for Hero X, with the fear of him becoming too powerful, the fear of him becoming a god. But X just shrugs it off and says he'd thank them if they took the title X from him. He wants to go back to being a normal guy, which is interesting to me. Was he granted these powers from someone else? You can see the lack of urgency and motivation when compared to someone like Queen, who's been pushing to be X since she was little. It kind of reminds me of Saitama, the strongest in the world with unparalleled strength, but is lazy and doesn't really care. This is the complete opposite from his white-haired form. He eliminates opponents with ease. Maybe that's why he has no motivation. His opponents stand no chance against him. But who knows? All we know is that he has little to no motivation as of right now. But what confuses me about X's motives is why was he helping Lucky Cyan without being X yet? Maybe he wanted some of her luck, but how would he know? And if he's truly not motivated, why do it at all? I still think there's a plan going on behind the scenes about X, but diving into X's past always gets you tripped up for now. He looks like a regular civilian in these moments and in the PVs, but on episode 19 we see a weird shaped X that broke out of the spaceship, so he's too mysterious, and until we get a bit more information, he's gonna have to stay that way. So back to X being unmotivated, this is where the Smile incident comes into play. I will be basing this theory off my other theory of what the Smile incident is, since we still don't know what it is at this time. The Smile incident is where Hero Smile died and was painted to be a villain. Smile was X's only friend from what we know so far. X had a good time hanging out with Smile, but he never knew that would be the last time he would see him. He wakes up, looks out the window, and sees the news everywhere. With the death of Smile, X will be motivated to do something. No matter what it is, X will flip the switch. This will be the start of X's real journey, the moment that changes the whole tobeherox world. With motivation, I believe X will try to find out who's behind the Smile incident. This could lead to Ahu helping X. It's only a matter of time before he finds out who did it and finds out the agencies and the Hero Commission aren't as just and trusting as they make it out to be. Their motives are said to be stopping another Zero incident from happening, but I just don't buy it. There is one hidden detail that you might not have noticed. It's very subtle. Behind every hero card, it looks like a mural of Zero, of Dawnfall, the most devastating incident to happen in tobeherox. So maybe, just maybe, the mission to find a way to get rid of fear and trust the Hero Commission sent Lolly's father to do isn't to stop a potential Zero, but instead it's to stop the heroes from winning against Zero. We know Rock wants to bring back Zero through Dragon Boy, but he might have made the biggest mistake in his entire plan. We can assume the two people Rox is most worried about is Queen and X. We see him looking at both of them, so I think this means he views them as people who can stop his plan of bringing Zero back. But now with the motivated X, the moment he finds out Rock sent Dragon Boy and was behind the death of Smile, it's over for both of them. I also think X will be taking down the other agencies and the Hero Commission after discovering all the things they hid, covered up, and painted a different way, like the Smile incident. Let's just talk about some of the things the agencies and Hero Commission have been trying to cover up and has been covered up. Let's start with Treeman's Hero Blankster, where he literally gets rid of your memories. A perfect way to cover up any situation against someone who knows too much. The plane crash that Vortex died on and Lucky Cyan was found alive on? Who knows if Vortex actually died on that plane? It could have been a cover-up because he knew too much. And what do we even know about Lucky Cyan's backstory? I don't even think that's her real name. The truth behind Zero is likely covered up too. There are just too many secrets in the Tobeherox X world. X will most likely take things into his own hands and pull something similar to what Gojo did, killing the corrupt higher-ups. Now I don't think X will just flat out do that, but he will do something against the Hero Commission and the agencies. With the motivated X, the tobeherox world is bound to shake. Thank you guys for making it to the end of the video. This was just a theory to see if we can actually find out something about X since he's so mysterious. Now I do think he will get some motivation and this will be the alarm that wakes him up. This is most likely going to be answered in the next tobeherox episode. Not all of it, but it will lead us in a more clearer direction at least. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe as it really helps the start of this journey. Comment below if you like this theory and have any comments about it. Also, comment some of your tobeherox theories. See you guys in the next video.